Hey, folks, Brian Blessing coming to you from Las Vegas, and we're looking forward to a great weekend. Looking to build your bankroll, by the way, and the guys at oddsworthbetting.com can help you in that regard. So many opportunities that are out there on a Friday to build that bankroll. And we've got college football. We've got a pretty light schedule in the NHL and the NBA. Always looking forward to a busy weekend. Let's talk about the college football games because they're actually pretty good games on Friday night. Memphis and Temple. Memphis 7.5 on the road, right around that key number. You like Temple, get that bet in, get the hook. If you're Memphis, you're going to shop around, try to find that 7. The total on the game, they're betting the under from 53.5 down to 50.5, the consensus in Nevada. Now, the Utah State-Wyoming game, we're looking at a total in the mid-40s, 45.5. And in this spot, Utah State's a good program, 6.5, 7-point favorites. But Wyoming, all of a sudden, got a new face. There are new faces in this game. You got to hear about these guys. First of all, for Wyoming, Brian Hill. They're really rolling him out as the featured guy now. And why wouldn't you? Listen to this against Fresno State last week. This kid had 281 yards rushing. He had 106 yards receiving. That adds up. I can do modern math. Simple math, actually. 387 yards, all purpose. Sets a Mountain West Conference record. The kid's just getting his career started. And their quarterback, Colby Kierkegaard, had a big game in that contest. 320 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 696 yards of offense. But the total's pretty low here. You know why? They're looking at wind, about 25, 26 mile an hour winds in Laramie for the game. But here's the thing. Both these teams have good running games because Lawan Hunt can run the ball for Utah State. And Kent Myers, how about this? A new quarterback, first career start over at Hawaii. That's a tough place to play. 14 of 15, 186 yards, 3 touchdowns, and they weren't all dink and dunk. He averaged 12.4 yards a pass. So really a fun game to watch, to see the prospects of these two teams the remainder of the season with new kids that are kind of the stars of the show. I think it's one to watch. I think it's going to be an entertaining game. Then we go to hockey, and listen, Saturday we get the full slate of games. The Hockey Night Canada game this week. I think it's the Rangers at Toronto. So you get a lighter load on Friday night. We got 5 on ice. It starts with Edmonton and Buffalo. A little subplot, these two teams. Buffalo wants the first pick of the NHL draft next year. They want to get Connor McDavid. Don't want to be losing points to a team like Edmonton. But the Oilers have gotten off to a really good start. And then the get-out game is Arizona and Anaheim. And an interesting game is Washington and Chicago, and the Blackhawks are coming off a 5-0 win over the Canadiens. So we move on to the NBA on a Friday night. Now, this is a different story. Add them up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 games in the NBA. And how about Cleveland? And what's going on with Cleveland? Well, they're walking out to Denver. This is no cupcake for them again. The Jazz beat them. You get the Hayward with the buzzer beater there. But they're going against the Denver team who is not going to be in a good mood. They were just swept by the Sacramento Kings. Break up the Kings. So not another easy test for LeBron James. Irving, James, Love, they're all putting points up. They're just not working together. Irving's the point guard. He's getting all the points. He's got to start dishing it around a little bit, but they'll sort it out. But it's a pretty busy evening, and then you get a battle New York and Brooklyn. That should be pretty entertaining and an interesting game earlier on the card. It's a busy Friday night, and it leads into a busy weekend. Saturday, college football, Bama, LSU, Baylor, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Arizona State. And then, of course, Sunday, the NFL. We got some really big football games early on, New Orleans and San Francisco. Very interesting. So we'll see how that all shakes out this weekend. But we're going to build that bankroll for you on a Friday night. Feature pick of the day from oddsworthbetting.com is available right below this video. I'm Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. Let's have a great weekend.